Sweet children, the story of Bap and Dada is wonderful. When the father enters the body of the elder brother, Dada, you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris can claim a right to the inheritance. Question. Although you understand, so you have to claim the inheritance from Shiva through Brahma. Although you understand that this drama is fixed, what aim should you children definitely keep? So this is tricky, right? Everything is fixed, but you don't know what's fixed. To make effort and gallop ahead, that is, you definitely have to keep the aim of staying in remembrance of the Father and of becoming karmatit before destruction takes place. Before, very important to do this before destruction, right? To become karmatit means to become golden age from iron aged. There is this short time for making effort. You must therefore make your stage unshakable and immovable before destruction takes place. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Which two are saying this? One is Baba and the other is Dada. People tell a story starting with, once upon a time, there was a king and a queen in a galaxy far, far away. No, he didn't say that. Now, these are new matters. One is Baba and the other is Dada. You would say 5,000 years ago, there were Shiv Baba and Brahma Dada. All are the children of Shiva. All souls are the children of the one Father. They are that anyway. They were also Brahmins, the children of Brahma. The children of Prajapita Brahma were Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Who taught them? Shiv Baba. The Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are the many children of Prajapita Brahma. You Brahma Kumars and Kumaris believe that you truly are Shiv Baba's children and also his grandchildren. You are his children anyway, but you have now become his grandchildren in order to claim your inheritance from the grandfather through Brahma. You're now receiving your inheritance from the grandfather who's called Shiv Baba. However, because you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, you call this one
Brahma Baba.
You call this one Dada. The inheritance is from the grandfather, not from Brahma Dada. You receive, Dada means elder brother in Sindhi. You receive your inheritance of becoming residents of paradise from that father. You receive the inheritance for half the cycle. And you then receive a curse from Ravan for half the cycle, and you continue to come down. It's as though you have had bad omens of coming down, descending, getting weaker, right? Diminishing. You children understand that your bad omens, the omens of Rahu, have now finished. Why? Because God is coming and this is the time of ascending. You don't always feel like you're ascending, but at the very least, you're ascending because we're getting closer to the end of the cycle and everybody has to ascend. The question is, do you ascend from your own effort or do you ascend because you have to go to Dharmaraj Puri? The worst omens are those of Rahu. The highest omens are those of Jupiter. At that time, when there were the omens of Rahu, you became ugly because of the 5 vices. The Father now tells you once again, donate the 5 vices and the omens of the eclipse of Rahu will then be removed. This refers to you. They have taken this to refer to the eclipse of the sun and the moon. They symbolize that in astrology as a very bad omen. In Western astrology, it's not considered that necessarily. When there is an eclipse, people ask for a donation. Here, the Father tells you, donate the 5 vices and the bad omens will be removed. You have become sinful souls through these vices. The main thing is body consciousness. First of all, you were Satapradhan, and then you went through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. You took 84 births. You have the firm faith that deities really do
exist.
Take 84 births. They have to be the first ones to meet the Father. It is remembered that souls remain separated from
Supreme Soul.
huh?
The Supreme Soul.
Supreme Soul for a very long time. The Father says, you were the first ones I sent to the Golden Age. We were first. And you have now come to meet me. Previously, you simply used to sing this, but the Father now sits here and tells the accurate meaning of this. The Father sits here and explains to you the essence of all the Vedas, scriptures, tapasya, chanting, and slogans, etc. This cycle is very easy to understand. It's now the confluence age of the Iron and Golden Ages. The war is just ahead of you. You also have the faith that the golden age is being established. The bodies of everyone who exists in the Iron Age will be destroyed, and all the souls will become pure, settle their karmic accounts, and return home. This is the time of settlement for everyone. Souls will leave their bodies and return home. This is your intellect. This is in your intellects at this time. You'll be at the Conference stage until, well, you'll be in the Conference stage until you become Karmati. There are billions of people on that side and a few of you on this side. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. You can't go to Golden Age until you become Karmati, right? And if you don't become Karmati early, then you only become Karmati when destruction happens. Well, obviously, that's not a good thing. Because that's like being forced by compulsion of the drama to become Karmati. And look, that's painful. That just means painful, right? There are also many of you whose intellects are developing faith. Those who have faithful intellects
Are victorious.
become victorious. And then they become the garland around the neck of Vishnu. So that's what the garland around the neck of Vishnu looks like, the victorious jewels who became Karmati and pure. One is the rosary. These are Hindu rosaries. One is the rosary of Rudraksh. That's the rosary that has the faces painted on it. And the other is the rosary of Rund. The rosary of Runda has small beads with faces on them. They are symbols of how we souls come and become the beads of the garland around the Father's neck and then come here number-wise. There are the rosaries of 8, 108, and 16,108. It cannot be calculated whether there are 5 to 10,000 or 16,000. These rosaries are remembered in the Path of Bhakti. Baba asks, why do you think about all of these things? However many kings in the Golden and Silver Ages there were in the previous cycle, there will be that many kings now. You mustn't ask whether 100 become kings or whether 200 or 300 become kings. You don't know until the end of the drama. Baba's not going to tell you, even though he knows. The Father says, the closer you come, the more you will understand everything. So you got to come to the end close to be able to understand everything. Today we are here, and tomorrow, after destruction takes place, there'll be a few deities in the Golden Age. Growth takes place later on. You can also see signs of the Golden Age. You cannot say accurately whether there will be hundreds of thousands or more, or whether there will be 100,000 or 9 to 10,000. Yes, when you are worthy to understand when you're worthy of becoming completely accurate, then you will have more visions. There's now still time left to understand a great deal more. You will continue to have many visions, many preparations for war taking place. Everything will continue to become expensive. A lot of tax will be levied abroad. Everything will become very expensive. And so that's what you're witnessing now. That's like 50, 60 years ago, right? 70 years ago almost. Trump is laying tariffs on everything. That's like a tax. Everything will become very expensive. Then everything will be very cheap. In the Golden Age, you won't need to spend money on anything. All the mines, etc., there will be full. And you don't even have to dig them with like big excavators and things like that. There are many material comforts in that new world. Lakshmi Narayan had many material comforts. In the Srinath temple, they offer so many different varieties of food to all the idols. There, they cook very nourishing food, which they themselves eat. They would say that they have offered the bowl to the deities. They've offered the food to the deities. They say if we don't offer both to the deities will
Get angry.
become upset. There's no question of becoming upset in this. You don't become upset with anyone. You know that according to the drama, destruction has to take place. Has to take place. This Iron Age will change and become the Golden Age. We understand that according to the drama, a new cycle is to begin again. You are also bound by the drama. The Father has come according to the drama. There cannot be the difference of even 1 minute in this drama. Identical, not even 1 minute difference. A lot of people have trouble with that one, but it says, just as Baba came and you saw him, it will be exactly the same next cycle. Same time, same day, same place, same people, everyone will be the same when you meet Baba again. In the scriptures, they have given a long duration to the cycle. It's now in the insights of you children that destruction truly is just ahead. You're now galloping ahead. You know that you have to remember the Father and definitely attain the karmatique stage. That is, the karmatique stage means immune to the effect of action, unaffected. No fluctuation, completely stable no matter what's happening. That is, you have to change from Iron Age to Golden Age. If you don't make effort now, your status will be destroyed. O souls, you now have become impure. So how can your status be destroyed when you haven't made the effort to create the status? It's true what he's saying. Baba said it, it's true. But why is it true? And what does it mean that your status is destroyed? And in the context of an identically repeating cycle, can you destroy anything that you never had? So what's the meaning?
He's talking about the opportunity.
So the opportunity for of having such a status is destroyed, is lost, because you don't make it. O souls, you have now become impure. You also know that many varieties of people will come. Those who have been converted into other religions will also continue to emerge. So this is why you have to remind yourself, is this the right choice I wish to make, that I would like it to repeat identically? If you don't ask yourself for every decision you make, then of course, to whatever degree, your status will be destroyed. You get a lower status. They will come and continue to. So it requires the understanding that free will is the basis of your status. Okay? But the other point of knowledge is it repeats identically, so you can't make any effort you didn't make before. But you have to make it this time in order to ensure you make it next time. They will come and continue to make their own effort to claim their inheritance of the Father. They will come into the Brahmin religion, and then they will go into the deity religion. If they don't come into the Brahmin religion, how could they go into the deity religion? The number of Brahmins continues to increase day by day. When they see that destruction is just ahead, they will say, what you say is right. Then there will be growth. There'll be expansion of all kinds of people going to come in together. I want to be BK. Sorry, too late. What can we do? Why would they do that because you told them about destruction. Why did they run away? Because you told them about destruction. The Brahman tree will grow and become full, and you will then all return home. The deity tree will then grow. You are now studying Raj Yoga at the confluence age. This confluence age is called the benevolent age. There is the praise of the confluence age, which is known as the meeting of. What happens at the confluence age? The meeting of
and the ocean.
The Ganges with the ocean. All of that belongs to the path of devotion. You are all the Ganges of this knowledge, will emerge from the ocean of knowledge. The word purify is connected with the expression ocean of knowledge. Those people think that the Ganges is the purifier, so they continue to bathe in the Ganges. These rivers have existed from the Golden Age. Nowadays, people even drown in rivers in some places, because India never goes completely underwater. The rivers will continue to exist in the intercontinental part of India. But the St. Lawrence River, all our rivers here, will cease to exist because they'll all go underwater and be covered by seawater. These rivers have existed from the Golden Age. Nowadays, people even drown in rivers in some places. The elements have become Tamo Pradhan. The ocean has also become Tamo Pradhan. When there are even a few ocean tidal waves, they destroy everything. In the Golden Age, there are only a few of us in Bharat on the banks of the River Jamna. River Jamna passes through Delhi. Delhi was a land of angels, and it is to become so again. There are only a few embodied souls in the Golden Age. Not very many human beings in the Golden Age. And then the number of them gradually continues to increase. Now that it is the end of the Iron Age, there are so many human beings. This is an unlimited play, and it has to be understood very well. Although people consider themselves to be actors, none of them knows that the duration of each cycle is 5,000 years. There's a vast difference between 84 births and 8.4 million births. You are now enlightened. You are receiving your inheritance from the Father. The Father says, Man Man above, remember the Father. God Shiva speaks. Sri Krishna is not the ocean of knowledge. There's a vast difference between the praise of God and that of the deities. The praise of the new creation that the Father creates is they are full of all virtues. You are now becoming like that. There is a difference of day and night between the Father's praise and
children's.
well, what is the children's praise? Whose praise?
Praise of the deities.
The praise of the deities. This is Raj Yoga. It is remember that God teaches Raj Yoga. He is incorporeal, and so he definitely has to come into the corporeal from the incorporeal. There's so much praise of God, and so he definitely has to. He must have come and done something. That's what all memorials are about. His birth is divine and unique. No one else's birth is remembered as a divine birth. It has also been explained to you children that one is a worldly father and the other is the Father from beyond this world, whom people remember as God. So they consider the Immaculate Conception of Jesus to be the divine birth of God. Very different process than God just entering a body. The third Father is the subtle Father. He is a wonderful Father. When the Parlokhic Father, Father from beyond, adopts you, you then have this subtle Father, Brahma, in between. Prajapita Brahma has so many children. So Brahma Baba is our spiritual father. Shiv Baba is our Parlokhic Father from beyond, eternal Father, God. So Brahma is between us and Shiva because we get the introduction from Brahma, right? Just as the subtle region where Brahma resides is in between us and soul. Prajapita Brahma has so many children. Shiv Baba comes and makes you belong to him through Brahma. So many become Brahma Kumaras and Kumaris. A physical father would probably have 8 to 10 children. Acha. Shiv Baba is the Parlokhic Father, and he has many children. All souls say, we are all brothers. You have now, once again, found this subtle Father at the confluence age. You will not have this knowledge there. So only when the Father comes and creates that new world do you meet the Father, Prajapita Brahma, lowercase f Father. So this is a subtle birth. No one can understand this. Those are worldly fathers. The other one is the Father from beyond. And this is the confluence stage, subtle Father. You have had worldly fathers since the Golden Age. No one there remembers the Father from beyond this world in Golden Age. There, you only have one Father. No one there remembers God or says, "O God, O Supreme Soul," in Golden Age. When the path of devotion begins in the Copper Age, you have two fathers. Your lucky worldly physical father and God, your father. In the Confluence Age, you have
3 fathers.
3 fathers. You meet Prajapita Brahma at this time. You now belong to him. You know that he is your subtle father. You have to belong to him because he's the one who's given, through him, the inheritance is given. So every single Brahmin has a connection to Brahma Brahma. Now understand and remember these things very well. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. There's no need to remember God in the Golden Age. Everyone remembers the Parlokhic Father at times of sorrow. They remember incorporeal God at the time of sorrow. This is something very easy to understand. In the Golden and Silver Ages, you have only one Father, lowercase. In the Copper Age, you have 2 fathers. And at this time, you children now belong to the subtle Father through whom you claim your inheritance. So then you have 3 fathers. Only you children become Brahmins, who then become deities. You have to witness destruction with which you will see, with your physical eyes. You have to witness it. It's going to happen. You're going to see it. Even if you die and get reborn as a baby, you'll come out in the womb and you will see it. When they release bombs, human beings die. When the bomb was dropped in Japan, Hiroshima, and Nagasaki, you saw how all the people died. There continues to be war here all the time. They themselves say that they are getting more and more fed up. Some wars continue for more than 10 years. Everything will be destroyed with bombs in just the snap of the finger. That's why they don't want Iran to get a nuclear bomb. They can destroy America very badly in just a matter of seconds, hours. As soon as there is a spark of something, the whole city is destroyed. There will also be bombs, etc., and there will also be fires. You children understand that the Father has come to carry out establishment and destruction. Therefore, all of this will definitely happen. It's now the time to make effort. Maya repeatedly breaks your intellect's yoga. You have not yet become unshakable or stable. You say, Baba, many storms of Maya come. Some don't even remember the Father for even half an hour. The Father says, you are karma yogis. You have to do this service for 8 hours. Make so much effort that you are able to remember Baba for 8 hours. By remembering him, your sins will be absolved. This is called,
Easy remembrance.
by remembering him, your sins will be absolved.
Fire of
This is
yoga.
called
Fire of
the
yoga.
fire of yoga. Thus, this requires effort. Whilst living at home with your families, simply remember the Father. So it's not that you don't remember Baba, you just don't remember long enough or intensely enough. It's got to be like fire. Baba also tells you that those who have left their homes and families and become Baba's children don't remember him as much as those who live at home with their families. They remember Baba a lot more. There is the example of Arjun and the native. More tests, the more people that are living in your space. Right? There's the example of Arjun and the Beel, the native. Arjun was blessed with becoming the ace archer of India, the numero uno archer. And Beel was watching, observing, learning from the same guru, but he only had a statue in front of him. He never once was taught by the guru in person like Arjun was. And he actually became a better archer than Arjun. But again, that's the example of drama. But according to the drama, he's not allowed to be. So therefore, the guru asked for in donation his thumb so that he couldn't be a good archer anymore. It requires effort to remember the Father, and the cycle also has to be understood. There will definitely be the Mahabharata war. It will not take place in the Golden Age, so obviously it's got to take place in the Iron Age. Wars take place at the worst time. You children also have to become sticks for the blind. Show everyone the way to remember the Father, to remember the cycle, and to become Swardarshan Chakradhari, spinners of the discus of self-realization. Acha, to you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, the father, Baptara, the spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and
Spiritual children, namaste, spiritual father.
essence for Dharma. Number 1, make effort to stay in remembrance for at least 8 hours. In order to make your stays unshakable and immovable, increase your practice of
Remembrance.
remembrance. Don't be careless about remembrance. 2, this drama is created absolutely
Accurate.
accurately, precisely accurate to the last detail. Therefore, don't become upset with anything or anyone. So instead become those whose intellect has faith. Blessing. May you constantly be victorious by remaining aware of 3 expressions. 1, karmic bondages have to be broken. 2, your sanskars in nature have to be molded. Transformation. 3, you have to forge all relationships with the one Father to purify all the karma you created of creating wrong relationships with the creation. These 3 expressions will make you completely victorious. For this, constantly be aware that whatever perishable things, temporary things that you see with your eyes, what's the effort you have to make about all the perishable things you see with your eyes? That all the things you see with your eyes have already perished. Already done. It's like they say, dead man walking. He's already dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Even while seeing them, continue to see your new relationships and the new world. And then you can never be defeated. You remember what the standard of purity is for relationships. Slogan. The sign of a yogi is that he or she is always two words that start with the same letter in English, same number of letters.
Clean and clear.
Clean and clear. Well done. Good touching. Good clue, but good touching.
Clear.
But not an easy clue. If you have Avyat signal, if you have any impurity or you break the conduct of this Brahman light, even in your thoughts, then instead of being seated on the throne, you will go into the descending stage. You may not have performed any sinful actions, but even if you performed a wasteful action, then instead of repentance, you will have realization. You'll realize that that was wrong and that it should not have happened, and it will prick you like a thorn. You'll take sorrow from it. Therefore, become free from all
Always.
waste. Om Shanti.